Dear students, welcome back. So far we have covered the below topics. One is Introduction to Compensation Management, Fringe Benefits, and then Theories of Wages. Moving on, we will first quickly go through the components of salary in India. So below are the components. The first one is basic pay. This is around 35 to 40% of the total gross salary. Many of the other components of salary are computed based on this basic pay. So if the basic pay is rupees 3,000, the other components many times are computed as a percentage of 3,000. Okay. The amount of basic pay is determined by the designation of the employee and also the industry where he or she works. Now besides basic pay, we have the various allowances. So allowances are on top of basic and are either partially or fully taxable. Students, please note, basic is fully taxable. Allowances are either partially or fully taxable. The amount of allowance given many times depend on the company policy. Some of the common allowances are as follows. The first one is dearness allowance. This is paid to mitigate the impact of inflation. Usually this is around 50% of the basic. Then you have the HRA or the housing rent allowance. This is paid to support employees for managing housing rent. Usually this is also 50% of the basic pay for metro cities, and for non-metro it is 40%. So for Bangalore it's going to be 40%. Then comes conveyance allowance, which is given to support daily travel to and from office to residence. And as per the latest amendment in 2018, this is around 1600 per month. So employees can avail up to 1600 per month on this. Next comes LTA or the leave travel allowance. This is to cover travel expenses during employees' leave. Then comes medical allowance, which is given to pay off medical bills. Please note, medical insurance is different, that is taken separately. Medical allowance is part of the allowance. And annually this is around 15,000 rupees. Then there are other allowances like books and periodicals and so on. Now allowances like HRA, conveyance, LTA, medical allowance and books and periodicals are tax exempt to the extent of actual expenditure incurred towards the head of expense. In the sense, for example, if the limit for medical allowance is 15,000 annually, in case a person has spent and produced bills for only 6,000, he will have to pay tax for the balance amount. So up to 6,000 it is tax exempt, and for the balance he has to pay tax. After allowance, we have other components also. One is like gratuity, which we have discussed in length during the fringe benefits lecture. So gratuity is a lump sum paid at the time of separation, and for availing this, the employees should have completed at least 5 years with the organization. And this is usually calculated as 15 days salary per year of completion, work completion with the employer. Next comes EPF or the Employee Provident Fund. This is again a retirement benefit, and this is given where both employee and employer make equal contribution. This is around 12% of the employee's basic, and in normal circumstance, Provident Fund is given out only post-retirement. For details, again please go back to this topic covered under fringe benefits. Then there is something called professional tax that is deducted from the salary. Usually this is 100 or 200 rupees per month. Now employers deduct this and pay to the state government, and this amount is used to fund the employee guarantee scheme and employment guarantee fund. Okay. Then each company may have their own policies for fringe benefits. I mean, there are many different fringe benefits like car facility given, and then housing facility given, and so on. So this is all in addition to the cash benefits. And lastly, it is important to note that any organization with minimum 10 people, and if there are employees earning less than 21,000 per month, these employees are required to be covered under ESIS scheme, that is Employee State Insurance Scheme, This is again a mandatory insurance scheme which gives coverage for sickness, maternity, temporary or permanent disablement, death, or whatever. Okay. Thank you, students. In the next audio, I'll be talking about incentives.